Hello YouTube, this is Go for ET. It's gonna be my first video, so please go easy on me and let's go straight into the subject. Lately I watched amazing footage on YouTube. Shows Sundstorm in Phoenix, Arizona, and some people reckon they spot some UFOs on that footage and on a different videos that caught this sandstorm over there. And I just would like to point some interesting things on this particular video I'm gonna show you. But before you're gonna see it, just take a closer look on this object, which is a plane, right? And we're gonna talk about it later on. And just take a look on our sun and those other glowing parts of the sky, and especially this, which I believe might be a comet here, Elenin. So let's go into the footage. When you want to play something, it is going to go. There it is. And take a closer look on the plane. Just going through there, you can see the lights. It's typical plane. Take a look on this object here, and take a look on this object here. What are those two objects? It was definitely good stuff. And now, let's take a look closer on this image. So, you could clearly see this was a plane. But let's point those things out. I'm gonna do some effects on this photo, so I'm gonna invert the colors to make a negative of it. And now I'm gonna solarize it to bring some infrared into it. If you solarize it on threshold 0, it should show you the original footage that will give a typical amount of light, what you need to show the natural sources of light. But if you over solarize it, you can see definitely something behind the clouds over there, and I think that might be a moon, but I don't think it will be so big from the distance where the footage being caught. And this thing, it makes me like really scared, folks. I think that might be Elenin, and I got same image, and I just embossed this thing for you. And this looks like a tail, this looks like a tail, and this looks like Elenin. This looks like object, round object inside of it, and there's definitely something in there, but hard to tell what it is. Really hard to tell what it is. And now let's go into those other two objects. And that's after invert the colors and solarization. I'm gonna take the layers off so you can clearly see. And there's one of those objects, and there's the other one. So let's go invert the colors, and let's go solarize it. And this object definitely does not look like the plane in here. It's the same threshold, you can see this, same solarized threshold. There's 128 threshold. Let's go back to this one. And this one got as well 128 threshold, and that's how this looks like. It's completely different than this object. I'm gonna try to emboss this one as well. Filters. Okay. take a closer look. Does it look like a plane for you folks? I don't think so. Let's do it again. Maybe I try to enhance. I try to emboss the subject again, so you can clearly see it is a round object, and it's not a plane at all. I would like to have a look quickly on the one. I think it was this one. Stabilize also, I can see it. Yeah, I think it was this object. I'm not sure, but let's do the same thing on this. Similar the colors, let's solarize it, and you can get same effect as on the other one. So let's now emboss it, and what you can see folks, it's exactly the same object, right? So let's go now to our plane, and let's see what's happened with the plane. This is original footage, right? I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. So let's invert the colors. Now let's solarize it, and that's how it would look like. This is the plane code. Now emboss it. You can clearly see there's nothing happened to it. Completely nothing. Yeah, that was a one part of my video, and I got amazing footage I took lately, amazing picture I took lately, and there is a moon to clear you where I am. I'm based in United Kingdom, and on northeast of a United Kingdom, and I've seen lately many disturbing things in the sky. And you know, when you got like eclipse of a moon, it's always been told on the news, it's always been told on the radio, on newspapers, that we can watch it, it's gonna be very nice, blah blah blah. On this particular day, and I believe it was 9th of July, nothing happened folks, nobody tells about it, and the moon sets down behind the horizon. Folks, where did you see moon setting down behind the horizon? Because I did never seen this in my life, and that's really really disturbing. So that image was taken about 11:30 at night, and the moon sets in about 10 minutes, and during those 10 minutes I run up the hill to take a better footage of it. And what I did found when I was on top of the hill, the moon is gone, but on the north side of the sky, and the moon was facing the south. I found out those luminoscent clouds or something like that, but I think this is the name for it, luminoscent clouds, and that is my footage of them, northeast of England. That's the original footage, shows you those clouds. And folks, just please tell me, and if anybody knows anything about it, have you ever seen in your life the sky glowing like this 12:30 at night? Because I never did notice it before, and I would like to find out more things about it. And I did some research on YouTube, I did some research on Google, and I found some pictures on Google that people recently taken, and I found some analogies to those pictures, and you can hardly see on this camera, on this footage, that there is some horizontal wrinkles on this on these clouds. And what I noticed on the other footages that other people took, I can find similar shape of these clouds, and You can't see it, but I could see like a massive square object being created out of clouds, and I don't know how to really call it. But let's have a go deeper into it. And let's do the same job. Let's invert the colors. And let's do the solarize. What can you see? There's something in the clouds. There's definitely something in the clouds. And one of the YouTube users, Noctilucent, he pointed one picture when he had something like that, when he had I believe this might be Elenin, I'm not sure, I'm not saying it is. This might be Elenin, this might be a tail, right? The sun would be probably over here after it sets. So this would be similar to the footage that we've seen in Arizona. And this might be a, as Donny says, this might be a magnet, and that might be a Scorpion ship that carries the Nibiru through our solar system. But I'm not big fan of this idea. But you never know. There's definitely something in the sky. And if we look on this image, like for example, if this is a comet and this is a tail, and look on the Arizona footage, it got this enhanced. This is a pretty similar thing in here. This would be the round object in front of it, and then there's a tail. I don't know, folks. I don't know what to think about it. Let me know if you got any ideas. Just let me know. God bless you. Heads up in the sky and watch the events that's happening in front of our eyes.